Hello everybody, Qzilla here. Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Trunks, the
A few
Warrior of Hope.
years have passed since Trunks' defeat of Cell. The survivors of the android onslaught have continued to rebuild their towns and cities, and their lives have finally returned to normal. Now, free from the fight for survival, Trunks also spends his days living a peaceful life with Bulma.
Right. Except we all know that it's not truly
Where to
over.
next?
So, in the last episode, what happened was we finally defeated the androids after catching up Trunks on, well, after catching up his story on the entire rest of the main story. So, now that we have, now we've done that, we also went and fought Cell for quite a while. And with peace fully restored, oh, surely that'll be it, right? Right? Well, like I said at the end of the last episode, no. So what's unique is that I am just going to say this right now, while I go ahead and do this on camera, because I might as well show you guys that I am actually doing all the sub-stories. But what's unique is that in the Dragon Ball Super manga, they actually expanded a little bit on what happened past the history of Trunks. And I'm not going to spoil much, but, well, it kind of has something to do with teasing what comes in the next main game saga. And it also,
Understood.
well, I mean, it also gives like a neat little,
Something might have happened to Chi-Chi.
I don't know where I'm going with that thought, but basically, CyberConnect 2 decided to actually adapt that into the Trunks history DLC.
Okay, they look pretty weak.
So, all in all, yeah, this is basically what we're going to be taking a look at.
Understood.
So with all of that, let's just easily,
Here it comes. Enough.
let's just go ahead and take them all out.
No use.
Also,
Take this.
you would think that the enemies would have learned, but they never do, to be fair.
This is it. Here it comes. Enough. Right. Take the what? No use.
Okay, well, let me, bro, go away. Christ almighty. It's supposed to be filler. Yeah, I do kind of wish that at the very least, they, like at level 3, at least for the DLCs, like any transformations that you unlock at level 3 will not,
What? No use. Here it comes. Enough. No use.
will not just take away your key, because that's the one thing I don't like.
Oh no! No use.
It's just that they still take away the, like, at the very least, they would have changed that for the DLC. Because in the main games, there's actually a way to avoid that, but you need Training Room level 10, and you need to actually beat it at level 10, which will net you the Auto Transform skill. Basically what it does is it just makes it so that you transform automatically at the start of a fight. It's like the story transformations, where a character will start off in the transformation.
Hi.
Right.
So basically it's like recreating those fights, but for any fight. So yeah, just skip through all this because
See ya.
It's not really
Sure.
much for
Right.
Hi.
main story stuff.
Right.
Hey!
Thank you.
See?
But yeah, do the sub stories whenever you can. You never know what'll happen. Especially since in the DLC stuff, they actually give you a great amount of stuff for
Chi-Chi sure is a strong person.
Awakening.
I can learn a lot from her.
Trying to think. For awakening soul emblems. Especially if you awaken the soul emblems themselves. Alright, so let me go ahead and learn what I can. Just level up everything. Yada yada yada. Okay, so I don't have many more Z orbs. Which sucks because I would love to get that, but oh well. I mean, to be fair, I don't really have a lot of D medals either. I spent a lot on upgrading the training chamber and just in general. You get the idea. So with that done, yeah, training chamber and just getting new moves in general will take a lot of D medals. But on the plus side, I've got basically everybody in the main story. And hopefully this will be the last
There's so much
episode
energy in
of the
this.
DLC. If not, then about 1 or 2 more will probably be what we get to.
Mom's still holed up here.
What?
Report that I'm... Okay, so... Oh, that's interesting. So, Bulma is basically this
I
game's
Really? Father sounds.
training room. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. What?
Okay. So, in that case, I'll go ahead and just, continue the story.
All right, I'm gonna go on another patrol now. I want to see if Chi-Chi, Master Roshi, and the others are okay.
Well, we just saw Chi-Chi.
You're calling them patrols now, huh? You know, things have gone back to normal. You should try to relax more.
I know nothing major has happened since I defeated the androids, but I still feel like we should be on our guard.
Fair enough. Well, good luck on your patrol then. Be careful, okay?
Right. Be back later. Let's see. Where should I start?
Hello there.
Hmm? Who are you two?
Huh? Hello.
Well, now, you certainly do seem to possess a good spirit.
Spirit?
Okay, but like, who are you two?
Future freedom fighter, Trunks, the warrior of hope.
I don't know what it is, but there's something different about this guy. Just, who is he? He's floating?
Small man is floating. Let's go.
There's no need to be surprised. After all, you can do this too, can't you, Trunks?
Who are you? How do you know my name? You're not an android, are you?
Why, you insolent little... Do you have any idea who this is?
Well, no.
He occupies a position higher than that of even the Kais. He is none other than the Supreme Kai.
Wait, higher than the Kais? Supreme Kai? I don't know what any of that means. But are you trying to say he's a guardian or something?
No, not exactly. It would take a great deal of time to explain, but all you need to know at this point is that I stand above the beings who govern this universe.
Right, I see.
This gentleman here is my attendant, Kibito.
Nice to
Hello.
meet you.
He doesn't seem that friendly.
We're here to inform you that Earth, no, indeed the entire universe, is in grave danger.
The entire universe? Hold on. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Your reaction comes as no surprise. Allow me to explain everything as best I can. A great evil is on the verge of awakening from a deep slumber. A terrible creature that once threatened all of existence. He is capable of destroying hundreds of worlds in just a few years' time. This being is known as Buu. Majin Buu.
Majin Buu. He sounds terrifying.
The person responsible for Majin Buu's creation, the evil wizard Bibidi, planned to attack Earth and brought the orb in which Buu is sealed. With Buu sealed away, we were able to defeat Bibidi, but we left the orb where it was, fearing we'd accidentally break it. Unfortunately, Bibidi had a son, another evil wizard known as Babidi, who aims to break Buu's seal and unleash him upon the world. He'll no doubt revive Buu, fulfill his father's wish of laying waste to this planet, then move on to other worlds.
That sounds awful.
Indeed, that is precisely why we are here. We need your power to stop Babidi. Your Super Saiyan ability will be of great use.
Whoa, you know a lot about me. So this wizard Babidi you mentioned, is he really that strong?
Babidi himself is frail and poses no real physical threat. However, his deadliness lies in the strange magic he wields, making him a difficult foe. He is capable of controlling the minds of the evil and covetous.
Babidi uses this sinister technique to afford himself a large number of loyal minions who do his bidding.
Magic? I don't think I've ever fought anyone who uses magic.
In order to prepare you for the fight ahead, we'll need you to join us in the land of the Kais and learn to wield a sword of legend.
A sword of legend?
Yes, in the sacred land of the Kais, where we'd like you to follow us.
I see. I'm not sure how much help I can be, but if it's to defend peace, I'll join you. But before I do, please give me some time to speak with my mother and take care of a few things. Is that okay?
Understood. Once you're prepared to leave, please come speak to me again.
Alright, well. Let's
Oh,
talk with Bulma
Trunks,
and then we're
you're
off
back
to the land
already?
of Kais.
Did you forget something?
Mom, something's come up and I don't think I'll be able to come home for a while.
Huh? Do you think you'll be gone for long?
I'm not entirely sure. But don't worry, I promise I'll come back.
I understand. Try not to get yourself into trouble, okay?
Right. Wish me luck.
Alright.
So the universe
So we
is
knew
in
about
danger.
Heat Dome, but
Doesn't really feel like it right now, but it sounds pretty bad.
well, I guess we'll I'll go ahead and handle the sub-story first before we move on to the land of the Kais. Alright, so I did 2 subquests and then I did a bunch of Z Orb and level grinding. I was getting all
Have you accomplished all
available
that you
moves
needed
that we
to?
can do.
Ready to travel to the land of the Kais?
That we can get right now. So let's go ahead and
Yes,
finally
I'm ready to
continue
leave.
on.
I'm very glad to hear that, Trunks.
Whew.
So, how do we get to the land of the Kais?
Kibito here will be taking us to the sacred land. Now then, Kibito, if you would be so kind.
Supreme Kai, I must admit that I'm uneasy about letting a mortal step foot in such a sacred place. But if you command it...
I'm getting the feeling this guy doesn't like me.
Well, yeah, Trunks, he doesn't
Now,
like anybody.
stand by my side.
Okay.
Okay, we're off.
Kai Kai!
What? Is this instant transmission?
Indeed, it's a special technique of Kibito's. Welcome to the sacred land of the Kais, Trunks.
So, this is the land of the Kais. It kind of looks like Earth.
This place is a holy world which not only mortals, but even the Kais and other gods themselves are not permitted to enter. You should feel honored.
Oh, I see.
That mortal outfit of yours does a disservice to this esteemed world.
Huh? Wow.
It suits you, Trunks.
You really think so? It's kinda hard to move in this.
Now then, allow me to once again explain why we've asked you to come here. As I mentioned to you back on Earth, we will have you learn to wield the legendary sword of this land. That is none other than the Z-Sword, a legendary weapon that has never been wielded before.
You mean no one's ever used it before? Then how am I supposed to learn to use it?
First, let's have you take a look at what we're talking about. Follow me. This blade thrust into the ground here is the Z-Sword. To the best of my knowledge, no one has been able to remove the blade from its rocky prison.
Okay, so that's what you meant by never been wielded. So, how will this sword help us once it's out? Is its blade extremely sharp or something?
Legends say you will be imbued with immense power. Perhaps even enough to destroy the infamous Majin Buu. For eons, this has remained. Neither I nor countless other Supreme Kais could remove this remarkable sword. So as a mortal, you will most certainly fail.
I don't
Well,
know.
I guess we'll just have to see for ourselves. Here goes.
Damn, it's in there
It won't
tight.
budge. Okay, let's try this.
Oh my!
This is what a Super Saiyan can do? What incredible power you have! How could a mere mortal possess this? It's no use. Several Supreme Kais before you have tried and failed to remove it. There's no chance you could ever succeed.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I think I butchered it.
He did it!
Butchered the saying.
What? I don't believe this.
Tell us, Trunks, how does it feel to wield the legendary Z-Sword?
I've been fighting with a sword for a long time, but this sword doesn't really feel all that special.
Is that so? Perhaps if you spend more time with the blade, you can eventually draw out its latent power.
Well, he should familiarize himself with the sword in combat.
Indeed.
Wait a minute. This sword is extremely heavy. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to fight using this thing. Could we maybe hold off on the training? I need some time to get used to wielding it.
What? Such a disrespectful request.
I mean,
Wait, Kibito. Trunks is well within reason to request that much. It might be prudent for him to get comfortable with the blade first.
Very well. See to it you do not put off your training for long.
Right.
Seems Kibito has taken on the role of instructor here.
sometime later.
Wow!
I am truly at a loss for words. I never imagined you'd be able to so freely wield the Z-Sword in such a short amount of time.
A most impressive feat!
It took some effort, but I think I can wield it like any other sword now.
Supreme Kai, should we perhaps move on to the training at this juncture?
I think we can. What do you think, Trunks?
So, what exactly are we going to do for the training? Am I just going to spar with you, Kibito?
That should suffice. Let's begin.
Wait, I think I'd like to gauge Trunks' ability and his technique with the Z-Sword. What do you think?
Sure?
What? You want to fight me yourself?
I'm sorry, but you, the Supreme Kai, intend to fight?
It'll be fine. In fact, I'm quite looking forward to the fight. After all, we'll get to learn more about Trunks and the Z-Sword itself.
Understood. If that's how you feel, then it would be an honor to fight you.
Now, please don't hold anything back.
Oh wow, we actually are fighting.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, so I did unlock
to the test.
automatic or auto
Just as I
Super Saiyan.
envisioned, this power is incredible!
There's still more where that came from. Just you wait. My turn.
Interesting.
Okay, here we go! I never imagined you possessed this much power!
And once I mastered this sword, I should be even stronger.
I think you're doing quite
Perish.
well. Let's leave your training here for now, shall we? I'm afraid I won't
That
be able
was,
to keep up much longer.
That wasn't much. But okay. So I think you're supposed to like jump a lot in terms of levels after that fight.
Magnificent! Your
But,
power and abilities far
only
exceed
went up, like,
anything we could have
2
imagined.
levels.
I'm confident
That's
our
purely
decision to
because-
choose you was the right one, Trunks.
Z-Orb grinding took a
thank you.
lot of
But I still
like, an
don't feel
hour?
much power coming from the sword.
and I got so much
Perhaps
XP
you
in the
still need more
meantime.
practice. Hopefully something will change if we give it more time.
Trunks, your training is showing results. You, the wielder of the Z-Sword, should have what it takes to draw out the blade's power.
Right. I'll do what I can.
Actually, given what I was able to glean from our sparring match, it seems we aren't suitable training partners for you. We've underestimated you. In a good way. Someone of your caliber deserves stronger opponents.
That means a lot coming from someone like you.
You'll no doubt get much more out of your training if you're up against someone much stronger.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
As it stands now, there is no one in this land any stronger than we are. If fighting with us is not sufficient for your purposes, then you will have to train within your own mind. There, you should be able to conjure any sort of powerful opponent and reflect on their technique. However, that sort of exercise has its limits.
Okay.
That's it. That's exactly it, Kibito.
Huh?
What? What do you mean?
I'll peer into your mind, then take whomever you envision and project them back more clearly into your mind. If all goes well, it should appear as though that person is actually right in front of you.
Wow. That's amazing.
A wonderful idea, Supreme Kai. You've outdone yourself again.
Well, shall we get started then? Just go ahead and imagine someone with whom you'd like to spar.
Someone he'd like to spar.
A training partner, huh?
Well, that's
Someone
gonna have to
really
wait until the
strong
next
would be the most
episode.
effective for
So I'll see
improving
all
as
of
a
you
fighter.
then. Goodbye.